We in the building. Let me make sure to do what I need to do. Because a person like me, sometimes I forget. It's pretty good. I like it. This is what I came to do. Say, what's the deal? What's going on, man? What's going on? It's just like music. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I'm a water for the day. I think it's, you know what they like? They like 5 ways. I'm realizing that. So I'll say 5 ways plus a bonus one because I'm gonna change the title on it. I'm gonna change the title on it. I'm gonna change it to 5 ways, and then tell y'all stay for the bonus. So you get 5 plus a bonus. I think that's the way to do it. For whatever reason. Cool, bro. Let's get into it. I'm about to turn up. I'm about to turn up, man. Trust and believe. It's about to get crazy. And this is stuff, honestly, that I'm gonna be honest with you. You should have learned, but in case that you didn't, it's cool. Happy Black Future Month. Bless up. Appreciate that, man. Happy blessings, blessings, blessings. Hit this water real quick. We good? So before we get into it, let me give you a why, right? A lot of men want, and this is to get attractive women. I'm not talking about the dust bunnies and all of that. I'm not talking about the scallywags or anything that a lot of y'all have settled for knowing that you should have gotten better. I'm not talking about them. So if you think this is a video on how to get less sought after women, then you're highly mistaken. And I'm going to tell you, just sit back and enjoy. Don't comment. Don't say anything because this is not for those. This is for the 8s, the 9s, and the 10s. So if you want this game, here you go. If you apply it to the wrong women, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to treat the women as though they're way up here when they're really not. And we're just talking about on the scale of how things go. So there's going to be terms that are going to be used throughout this channel that's commonly used in the red pill society, which I don't know if I qualify for that, but whatever the heck. But here we go. The reason why we're doing this is because it's simple. A lot of y'all forget what to do. A lot of y'all forget the rules. I know patience is a virtue. I know holding back. I know true power is your ability not to do. So these are things that you should be doing. The first rule is, man, don't be desperate. I get it, bro. You done walked up. You would have introduced yourself. You were funny, and somehow miraculously, you pulled out this right here. You gave it to her, and you sent the text. She received it. You called her. She answered. You FaceTime. You seen her. Good job. That's only step one. It's the most important step because you have to open, you have to close, you have to get the numbers and everything like that. The most important step. I don't care how people try to act like it and stuff like that. Getting the numbers is massively important. Now, there are women who will just say, I'll just get my number out anyways. I want to see what he's talking about and everything like that. To the women who are watching this, it is very important for men to get a so-called yes. Because what they build themselves up to being what they actually are, two complete different things. Now, don't be desperate. Don't flood her phone with a bevy of messages. Don't hit her up a bunch of times. If you hit her up and she doesn't answer, don't call back. If you send a text, you can only send two. Do not send a third. If you send a third message, you're out of the game. Desperation stinks, and women will take desperation as flags. The red flags, the what I should be looking for. Don't be desperate and eager to please either. If you take her out on a date, oh my gosh, yes, so much. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll be screwed. Because she's going to know she can walk all over you. And a woman that's attractive does not want a man they can walk over. They don't. They want men that's going to step up to them, because most of the men that they met eat out of their hands. And you just turned into that one. Even in the way in which you sit. If you sit with these women and you hunch over, you look desperate. Let me teach you something real quick. As she's talking, pay attention lightly. Sit back a little bit. Don't worry. It works. While she's talking, don't move. What? Yeah, don't move. You can do all of this and everything like that and all that, but don't move. The stronger frame, the bigger frames absorbs the weaker one. I can recall, and shout out to my homie, I ain't gonna say his name. We in the club. He's talking to a very attractive woman. And as she's talking, he keep leaning into her. Huh? What you say? I pull him back. Boom. Like, stand up, bro. Don't lean in. What ends up happening is she starts leaning into him. Then it allows for kinesthetics, meaning touch. Now you can playfully touch her on her shoulder or her inner elbow. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Some of y'all, oh my God, I can't believe. Chill, big homie. You'll get there. Patience. So the first rule is don't be desperate. Second rule, keep the mystery. When it's keeping the mystery, basically it's remaining entertaining. Use what's called open-ended conversational threads. What is a open-ended conversational thread? Y'all remember the boy who cried wolf? Matter of fact, have you ever tried to tie your shoe and then you realize, man, you might have to look down because, matter of fact, y'all remember being a kid and playing video games? And you can recall the first video game you ever played? That right there is the mystery. I never answered any of those questions. I never went too further. I talked about shoes. I talked about video games. Talked about a bevy of things. You can come back to those things so you can keep the conversation lively. And I never explained what it was for open-ended until now. Now I could go back there. You remember when you had a dog when you were a kid? What did you name the dog? What did you like most about that dog? You remember forgetting how to tie your shoes? What was something that you did to remember to tie your shoes? You remember your first video game? What was that game? And did you ever think to yourself that video games would end up this far? That's open-ended questions where you get into the question, but you don't answer it and you jump off. In the old space is called multiple threading. That's keeping the mystery. And on top of that, don't open up every single thing that you do. Some of you men think your lack of sex, or you think the more sex you have is going to make you more attractive. Don't let her know. Until you got this gravitas about you, this bravado, this image about you that it don't matter what you say, because you said it and she gonna have to respect it. Don't matter. If she ever come back at you with how many women have you been with? Whew. I'll be honest. I'm a little bit of an old school. I don't kiss and tell. Because it's a lot of stories that I would have to talk about. That's it. I don't kiss and tell. There's some stories I can't talk about. Don't say there's a lot of. Sorry. Don't say there's a lot of. Just say there's stories that I don't want to talk about. They get a little crazy. I'm talking, man, some chasing going on. I'm talking, man, a bunch of things. Leave the mystery. So once you get further, you can start telling these stories. Third rule, she's listening. She's listening. What you say, she will write it down mentally and store it. What you're saying. I know it sounds deranged and a little crazy, but they do remember. Oh, did you remember when you said February 35th that you were with this person, that person? Whatever happened? And now you had to sit there and you got to go, whoa. Don't tell it all, bro. She's listening. She's going to recall these things better than you can. Because to her, she has to store it mentally to know this is what I can expect and this is what I should reject. And a lot of you cats forget that part. Perfectly fine. But this is why you're here for your reminder. This is all stuff y'all already know. You just got to be reminded, like, oh, man. It's no different than if you haven't rode a bike and I don't know how many times, how many years and everything like that. I got people fake mad at me. I'm sorry. Listen, fellas, this is just a free game. When they going off on you, when people going off on you, and I won't say they, but I will say people going off on you, don't respond. Don't worry about it. They got nothing. They want your attention. But yeah, she's listening, bro. Remember what you say. Remember how you said it. Remember the basis of it all. And am I saying go out and tell the absolute truth? Hell no, I wouldn't be that stupid. But what I'm saying is keep it in your mental as well of what the hell you say. Fourth, plan something. Don't be the text knight. Don't be the conversation king. Plan something and stick with it. A lot of y'all don't realize it, but time is of the essence. Everything ain't just about your time. Everything is not about your time. It's about hers as well. This is where the inclusion part jumps off immensely, where you have to go, damn, I didn't even think about that. Well, you should have. Dummy, moron, stupid, goofy. Make your plan, but also make it a two-plan thing. Don't allow yourself the ability to be shut down. You need to either plan it for a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon. And we're talking 2, 3 o'clock so that you can go to multiple dates. Let's say the date goes real good. Well, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, basically when y'all get done in about an hour and a half from where you're at, you can go do anything else. Might have to go to a little park real quick. Go play the bumper carts or mini golf or whatever it is. And then if it really get crazy, shit, hey, let's go to the club. Get all dolled up. Look what I got. Yeah, that type of thing. You go on 3 dates based off of that. Friday night, it can even lead that way. She get all dressed up and dolled out, and y'all go to like a little bar or something like that, and then that can lead somewhere else too. Possibly the movies or something like that. Or if you're lucky. That's a whole nother story. So make sure, the fourth rule, you plan a date, and you plan 2 of them. You give her the option of Friday night or Saturday afternoon. If I'm wrong, I got money for you. If I'm wrong, but I ain't. And you can share this with your female friends, with your girlfriend, or anything like that, and she will tell you, know what, that man absolutely true. He's right about what he's saying. Also, the fifth rule: flirt, bro. Flirt, flirt, but flirt about shit that you know she ain't really trying to hit on. And she go get all dolled up in her face and got her eyebrows done, her eyelashes and everything like that. Tell her, you know what, you got some amazing elbows. I know you keep them moisturized up, baby. Let me see that elbow work. Ooh, yeah, ooh, wait, look at that. Touch it a little bit. Exquisite elbows. That might be my favorite thing about you. Why? Because even though she wanted you to pay attention all up here, you still get a chance to look all down there. Fuck with it. Sexiest elbows I've seen, baby. Y'all heard about body parts that are odd and stuff like that? I'm telling you, it's gonna make her smile, but it's also gonna be charming as hell. I know y'all like, whoa, wait. Compliment my girl's elbows. Try it, try it today. Just try it today. Just try it today. When she hit her with the lotion on her elbows and everything, compliment it. Compliment it. Throw her ass off. These are the compliments you need to flirt with. These ones. Not the all up here and the backside and all that and everything. That's not gonna work all the time. Now she's been working out and everything like that. You gotta tell her everything perking up, baby. Yeah. Your chest looking amazing. Your ass is sitting right. Yeah, you do have to do that. Once you see her making a concerted effort to improve on natural shit, then absolutely. Then you have to. Regardless if you see it or not. If you see your baby in the gym and she hit the gym or the girl that you're trying to date and everything like that, hey, listen, I don't give a shit. I been seeing you in the gym. That ass getting fatter. I know you ain't missing squats. I know you're not missing leg day. I know this. I may not know a lot of things, but this I know, and I know that I know this. And you can bet that I know what I'm talking about. Don't it sound like I know that I know? Well, you know, I have been hitting the step master. Once again, you can share this. You can do a date night and share this with her. Hey, yo, I'm watching this channel called American Alpha Male, and I want your opinions and your thoughts on this right here. What you think about what he's saying? And as she's stuffing her face and looking crazy as hell, rest assured she will agree. She will. I hate to admit it, but that big chin, big nose, brown eyed son of a bitch is right. Sixth thing, most important thing, and y'all gonna get mad at this, fellas. Y'all gonna get pissed. But get a goddamn nice car. Get a nice car. Save your money, do what you need to do, and everything like that. Why do you want a nice car? Because one day you might go on a date. She might be looking oh so delicioso. You open that door for her, she hop her ass in there. And I'm not saying go get, don't try to be like, oh, I'm gonna get a Maserati or anything like that, blah, 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 and all that. I'm not saying you gotta get all that. I'm saying get a nice car. Something clean that you take care of, that you keep the trash out of the seats. I know, fellas, keep your jeans because I know you go to work and all this stuff and everything like that. Keep the shorts, all that. Nah, bro, keep it clean. Make sure it's a nice car. Make sure that the upkeep is there, the maintenance and all that crap and everything like that. Make sure. Somebody said something about car notes. I'm going to be honest with it. So what if you got car notes? Bro, I done had $1,000 car notes. I done had $400 car notes that I had to pay for years. But you know what was nice? The car was. The car's still nice to this day. Because you have to do these things. Because if you're willing to invest into that car, and what do? We name our cars what? After women. That's the psychological tactic. So you have to have a nice car. I'm not saying go get an expensive ass car. If you can afford it and you can do it and everything like that, cool. But get you a nice one. So one day when you driving to her place, you pick her up, you open that car door and everything like that, she'll do one of these. And who dumbass is in the driver's seat? You. Because now what she's doing is she's future projecting. And that future will involve you. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So you telling me because I have a nice car? Let me do it this way. You ever seen a woman pull up with a dude with a dirty, dingy car and everything like that? And the first thing after you thought this man and dealt drugs was she ain't gonna be staying there that long, and then she is. They got like 20,000 kids. Exactly. I don't care what other men say about their cars and everything like that, and whatever they trying to preach and everything like that. Having a nice car, a reliable car, gets rid of a lot of headaches. Just went to Wally World last night where a dude was basically jumping his car. I've been there before. You're wasting your money. And by the way, while people talking about car notes, bro, let me ask you a simplistic question. So what? So what? If your credit good enough, bro, you're only gonna be paying about $300 a month. That's a part-time job. If adding $300 to your budget a month is that devastating, listen, you don't need to be you don't need to be dating anyways. Your motive, your mindset is in the wrong goddamn place. If $300 added to your life is devastating, you don't need to be driving. You don't need to be looking for a woman. You need to be on that bus and doing it that way. You need to be thugging it out. That's what you need to do. You need to stack and save, stack and save, stack and save. So then that way you can go through there and get something reliable. The only two vehicles you need to have is a bike and a bus pass. That's it. You don't deserve no eights, no nines, and no tens. So yeah, and this ain't for the broke cats over here. I'm just gonna keep it authentic. This ain't for the broke people. Over here, the American Alpha Male stuff, bro, we're not talking about the broke ass dudes who can't afford the payments on the cars. You shouldn't even be over here. Speaking at least. You can watch, but you ain't nowhere in this world you're going to qualify for what I got going on up over here. We ain't accepting it at all. $300 should not be anything to you. A month? No. But hey, you can have your opinion. You can differentiate from me. You can disagree with me and everything. That's perfectly fine. But even I know with some regular stuff, when I had a job, when I was like a regular guy and stuff like that, I still had two jobs. I was working construction 14 hours a day. And then then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was literally working as a bouncer in the club. So I didn't take a day off. I worked 7 days a week. Why? Because you need your emergency funds. Yeah, the construction job was cool. It paid all right. But knowing real quick that I got that extra $1,200 to $1,500 that come in a month just from doing security, bruh, I don't even want these modern women to like me. LOL, guys, stop wasting your time, money, making for forget women for the time being. If you're not in the realm of where you need to be. But I'm not trying to deal with no dudes who don't like women. I'm not sorry for that. I'm dealing with the men who want these attractive women. I want the men around here to have attractive women. I want you to be able to say, I got a hobby. My hobby is what I like doing. So I don't care about what you're spewing, but over here, this is different. But hey, you don't have to want those type of women and stuff like that. That's cool. But if a woman look at you and she deeming you a bum, what you think the rest of the world will? Perception is reality until proven different. So for the men who don't know and don't get it and everything like that, bro, hey, I can't help you. Because one of the first things you should do when you turn 18 is get yourself two jobs. Then on top of that, you should be working to get yourself at least 3 credit cards. Then you should be working the next 3 years to build your credit. So then by the time you're 21, you can go ahead, take your foot off the brake a little bit, get yourself into a trade. And by the time you turn 25, you should have enough money put up that now you should start looking at buying a home. My mans, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm never gonna out the women that I've been messing with or that I messed with and everything like that. But I have had a bunch of women, a bunch of attractive women. And I'm telling you right now, I can promise you, you ain't put her in her place from the jump. You ain't put her in her place from the jump because you married her and this was like a freaking, how can I say this the left way? It was an expensive Ferrari. I'm sorry, bruh. One, you shouldn't have married her. Two, she should have been checked from the gate. As soon as she opened her mouth about this, and this, I'm cool. There's a very attractive woman that I was messing with in Atlanta a couple of months ago. Once she started saying I should automatically start cash apping her and Apple Pay, and I don't even have Apple Pay, $300, $400, $500. You're a victim of what you allow ultimately. You're a victim of what you allow ultimately. And you know as well as I know you shouldn't have married her from the jump. You should have made that a fun experience and got your ass on. You more than likely try to change her nature and change her ways. But what ended up happening is she changed your expenditures and made her one of those. So if you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. But one of the things about me is I know the truth. I've been dealt with some 10s, damn near 11s, and I know the type of language that they speak. And they don't speak the, hey, let me run over him. What you effectively became was a married sugar daddy. I know I grew up around a bunch of men who pimped women. These were attractive ass women. And you know what the hell they did? They gave money to him. They gave money to him. They gave money to him. But they took money from men like you. Accepted, rejected, denied, but I'm going to supply this type of information because at the end of the day, all they need to do is be led. Any woman that I deal with, and she feel like, oh, I got to get my hair done and all this and everything like that, please, please. You better have a job to knock that shit out your goddamn self. Or you better be around here contributing some type of way where that money is going to come through. If not, I'm not doing it. I'm not here to supply your bad habits in your big ass head. And I'll say that. But let me give y'all a bonus thing that'll make y'all desirable to these women. A seventh one, if you will. Be willing to walk away. Be willing to walk away. Whoa. You mean I should threaten her with leaving? Absolutely. If you set up some dates and she didn't show up and she got all the excuses and everything like that, cool. But if she manages to come through and then start saying this, that, and everything like that, and y'all take it further and everything, and then you start noticing a change in her, let her know she needs to change this or we can't go further. Don't let these women get around y'all and start talking about all the men that would have did this and did that and all this bullshit. Man, what? Then why ain't you with him? Because I'm definitely not that sucker. And if you think this a lollipop over here, I'm sorry. You done been into a jawbreaker. Be willing to walk away. When they get around you and they start talking about what other men did and everything like that, just sit back. Well, then what happened? Well, let me tell you something. You get stability over here, but one thing I won't do is I will not curse me for you. And then lie. Yeah, lie. Because more than likely, they lying. See, the problem with a lot of these women, they judge off the highest grade of men that was fucking them. So when you hear these dumbass brides say shit like, oh man, I was messing with this lawyer, or I was messing with this and messing with this ball player and everything like that. No, he was fucking you. You thought you was in a relationship. He was in a sexual one. That's where they mess up at, where they judge off of what they had, but they didn't get a wedding ring. He didn't stay. They'll say bullshit like he was toxic. Nah, 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 nah. He avoided the toxicity that was you. So be willing to walk away because they're lying. Women ever come to me and say some bullshit like that. Well, I had men that was doing this and doing that. I'll say this. I had women that used to bring women, used to fuck them all together and everything like that. Sit back, get drunk, and then we fuck each other in front of this bride and everything like that. Start making shit up. Well, shit, mine used to pay bills around here. Start lying with her. Fuck her. Gives a shit. Because what they're doing is they're testing you to see what the hell you would do. But like Buddy said, man, I married a very good woman and she was like a Ferrari, a very expensive woman. I wish the fuck I would. I don't want a Ferrari. And even if I can't afford a Ferrari, why the hell am I getting it? What does it do for me? So you married more than likely a woman for glitz and glams and figured out that you couldn't afford all the bells and whistles. That's a you thing, partner. It ain't a goddamn we thing up over here. We gonna check her immediately. It is what it is. And if you want a 10 or a 9 and you want to fuck her, bruh, save your money up and take your ass over there to Vegas. Go get to one of them brothels and know what the fuck it feel like. Pay for your play real quick. See if you really want it. I know a lot of cats don't want to hear that shit. Hey, don't pay a bitch tipper. Hey, bro, I'm not hearing none of that shit. You want a sexy, gorgeous woman and all that stuff, and you let her convince you that you have to pay for this stuff. That's a you thing. That's not a group thing. We're not doing that up over here. Yeah, nah. Like I said, get a nice car. I didn't say get an expensive one, but I'm saying get some reliable transportation that absolutely looks good. So you can pull up on her and, oh man, that's a nice car. Bitch, I say expensive. None of that crap. I'm crying. Yeah, 3 years ago, we was shooting this movie. I was taught keep your comments to yourself, Seti. I don't even know how you mean that. I don't even know how you mean that, bro. So, nah. When they sit up there and they hit you with the BS and everything about what the last man did and all this crap and everything like that, y'all gotta fight these women with your words and with your actions and everything because everything is manipulation and all is fair in love and war. She gonna tell you about all these guys and everything like that, bro. I've had women who literally said that they slept with men that I knew, and I know it didn't happen. I absolutely know it didn't happen because just so happens they weren't even in the city. But that's another story for a whole nother day. But tomorrow, I think, brother, I mean, why even focus on women until you made, which most men will not. I like you have been a lot of attractive women, nines or tens. I think it's not worth it. You feel me? I disagree. Ain't nothing like having a 9 or a 10 eat out the palm of your hands. But what I said was, if you're paying attention, I literally said at 18, they should have 2 jobs and try to get 3 credit cards so that they can build. So that they can build. At 21, they should slow it down. And that be my problem with people like you, Lucas. Y'all don't listen. Y'all come with y'all perceived notions and try to implement all type of stuff and did not get the beginning. Like I said, let me slow it down before you comment. What I said was at 18, 2 jobs, 3 credit cards, build your credit. Then what ends up happening is once you get to 21 years old, slow it down. Get you a trade. Learn how to build that trade because once you have built your credit up, you can get now your business credit, and your business credit will allow you to get something like $20,000. So then you can go ahead and get these insurances and then learn the game of how to sell your trade and do stuff like that. Hell, you can get a trade where all you got to do is learn HVAC. You can be the handyman. Oh, Yeah, I'm gonna be the handyman. I'm gonna be the guy who can always go through, do some plumbing, do some drywalling, everything like that that every apartment or house will need. And I can come at my own rate. I can be an independent contractor. I have all the insurances so that I can guarantee my work. And even if my work is subpar or bad, you can at least go after my insurance and get your money back. So now, like I said, I know what I'm talking about and I know what I'm standing on, and I stand on that. Because the problem with a lot of people is they think that everybody wants to be super hyper focused like them. Nah. If you learn how to stay busy and stay going, you can keep it rolling. You can keep getting to where you need to get to. At that age, from 18 to 25, they should not be looking to get in a long-term relationship with any woman. It'd be nice. Now, she stick there, she down for the cause and everything like that, then that's different. If he manages to find something in the midst of all that and everything, then that's different. But at 25 is when he should have his stuff ready and start looking at a house. It's called stability. And then once he gets that house, hey, Airbnb is open. Airbnb is open. Get you a good 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house. Start renting out those rooms. Start making people go ahead and pay and all this stuff and everything like that. And if you really have to, if you really about it, get you a fat garage and you stay in that garage and the rest of the house is going to make you money. Oh. Oh my. So kick myself. Hold on. Kick myself out the house and stay in the garage. Now your house is paying for itself and you don't have to worry about a damn thing. Huh. Well, how will I know it's safe? Requires 6-month advance. Require a 6-month advance. Each room, divvy it up. Let's just say you have 4 rooms. Let's knock it out. Make sure you got 4 rooms. And let's say you got to go 4 rooms for $500 per. Make them give you a 6-month advance. That's $3,000, which turns into $12,000 right there. Oh, and then include your little fees. Wait, what? Yeah, include your little fees. Yeah, that's going to be $25 for cable. That's going to be $50 for this and $50 for that. But you already have $3,000 out of them. So all they had to do is turn around and pay. Really, they're looking at going, man, I'm only paying $120. But see, they don't teach you this. While you stand there, you're basically staying for free. You're basically staying for free. You had $2,000 basically that's going on your stuff and everything like that. And if you can learn how to do all these skills that they charge for, YouTube is a very great place. Let's say something ridiculous happens. Let's say something ridiculous happens. Let's say pipe burst. Pipe burst sewer replacement. Do y'all realize they got videos on how to do that? Now, granted, you will have to call before you start digging. Please note and note, you have to call before you start digging. But all the stuff that you're looking for, they already have a reason and have a way how to do it all. There's going to be automatic skills that you will have to learn once you get to that level. I'm not buying a house right now because I know the market's going to crash in 2 years. I know it's going to get ridiculous. So all I know right now is to build the mess out of my credit. So when I pull up with a goddamn 820 credit score, you can't deny me a $400,000, $300,000 loan with a goddamn $100,000 down payment on it. I know you can't deny me. I know you want to give this to me, but I also know I ain't going to stop there. Oh, whoa. So man, just make sure while y'all doing this stuff, don't be desperate, man. Keep the mystery. Remember, she's listening. Have a nice car. Flirt with her, but not too much. But also, don't let her bully you either. When they lie about the men that they had and all this stuff, you lie about the women you had. Don't go overboard though. I mean, man, I was fucking mermaids. I got a fish dick. Like, nah, don't do nothing like that. Don't please don't do anything like that. But hey, I'll catch y'all on the next one. We'll be going live again tomorrow. If this video gets to 1,000 likes and 1,000 views and stuff like that, we'll probably start dropping a lot more. But y'all know what to do. If you in here, man, now's your time to shine. Hit that like button. When y'all ever see the people that's on YouTube and stuff like that telling y'all to hit the like button, the reason why they're doing it is so that it forces it into the algorithm. And when it forces it to the algorithm, it makes people come in. So now you can get like-minded people. The difference in this channel opposed to the other one, we will be meeting with people. You will be able to come to these meetings and everything like that. And once it gets bigger and bigger, we're going to start determining which guys are good enough because the women will come. As long as the men are there, the women will come. And then that's when we can start making these changes and start breaking some of these generational curses and bullshit that's been going on. That's my ultimate goal, is to start fixing shit. But I can't do it without y'all. But I appreciate you guys. Comment and share. Keep your people aware of this one right here, American Alpha Male. I'm gone.